A warm welcome to this August gathering on the inaugural of the SheLEADS Pathways to Employment. This gathering reflects India's larger push for equity, inclusion, and employability as envisioned in the NEP 2020, which focuses on future oriented, skill driven, and inclusive education, especially preparing young people, particularly women, to lead in a rapidly changing world of work and digital opportunities. This vision is also embodied by the Commonwealth of Learning, which champions accessible lifelong learning opportunities and empowerment of youth and women across the Commonwealth. Today, as we launch the SheLEADS, we celebrate not only a skills initiative, a program, but a commitment to empowering young women to become leaders, innovators, and change makers for the future. And now, to set the stage for what lies ahead, we are delighted to present a short promo on SheLEADS Pathways to Employment. This video has been put together by Khalid, and may I please request Aflaq to play the video.
Can I request that we would wait for just a minute for Professor Mrityunjay Behra to join? He has
Sure,
promised
sir.
to join in a minute.
Right, sir.
So, Aflaq, before you play the video, we'll see if Shri Behra joins us.
Sure, sir.
You. Maybe you can keep it ready, Aflaq.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible. And welcome, sir. We welcome you to the launch of SheLEADS Pathways to Employment. To introduce this initiative, we have a small promotional video on SheLEADS, which I'd request Aflaq to play for all of us. Uh, I'd request the permission of our director, Shadrach, sir, before we go ahead.
So we can find out if Behra ji is able to hear us.
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. So, Aflaq, please go.
Across India, countless young women dream of financial independence. They are ready, eager, and determined, but many still wonder, how do I start? Where do I find the right opportunities? How can I get ready for the gig economy? What skills do I need to succeed? And who will guide me on this journey? The world of work is changing. The gig economy and remote jobs are opening doors like never before. But a major challenge remains, the skills gap. Reports from the World Bank, World Economic Forum, and Deloitte highlight how millions of young people, especially women, lack the essential skills to thrive in today's job market. To bridge this gap, the Commonwealth of Learning is introducing its new program initiative, SheLEADS, Pathways to Employment, in partnership with the Bharat Innovation Global. A 3-month, 150 hours online training program designed especially for young women from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. This initiative empowers women to take their first step into remote and gig-based work, supported by a full scholarship, making it completely free for selected 1,000 participants. SheLEADS goes beyond the basics. The curriculum is carefully designed to build both hard and soft skills, the true foundation for success in the digital workplace. Critical thinking, solve complex problems and make informed decisions. Reasoning, develop logical approaches to challenges. Communication, speak and collaborate with confidence online. Job readiness, resume building, LinkedIn networking, and interview preparation. What makes SheLEADS unique is its mentor-mentee model. Each group of learners is supported by a dedicated mentor who guides them throughout their journey, from coursework to assessments, ensuring no one is left behind. Upon successful completion, participants will be better prepared to access work from home opportunities, freelance projects, and gig-based roles. Some will even move forward to advanced training co-designed with potential employers. SheLEADS is more than a course. It is a pathway to sustainable livelihoods, professional growth, and inclusive opportunities. Imagine a future where millions of women across India and across the Commonwealth can contribute to the digital economy from their own homes. That future begins with SheLEADS.
To give you a closer look at the vision and purpose behind this initiative, I now invite Sri Praveen Prakash, IAS, to introduce the SheLEADS initiative. With a remarkable career spanning key leadership roles, including Principal Secretary to School Education and senior positions in higher education and governance, Sri Prakash brings a wealth of experience in education reform and administrative innovation. Sir, we warmly welcome you to introduce SheLEADS, Pathways to Employment. Over to you, sir.
Shri Behraji from Ministry of Education, Dr. Sadrich from COL-CEMCA, and my dear friends. At the outset, I'd like to place on record the immense work which is being done in COL-CEMCA under the leadership of Dr. Sadrich. As we all know, the core work or the core responsibility of a bilateral or a multilateral agency is to create such models which are then subsequently followed by federal governments, state governments, and the district governments. Last month, under the visionary leadership of Dr. Sadrich, COL-CEMCA did a program with CBSE and the government of Delhi, where almost 3,000 to 4,000 mathematics teachers were given online training to be a better mathematics teacher. And we will see in this year or in 1 or 2 years, not only the mathematics teachers of different state governments in India, but also in other countries in Asia also, the state governments and federal governments will be following this model, where every year the desired 50 hours of training will be done by will be received by the teachers, particularly in STEM, maths and science. Today is another historical day, a vision of Dr. Sadrich, where, as all of us know, for the last 20 years, we have been reading, we have been hearing these two concepts. The first concept is about house sourcing. When the outsourcing concept started in after the digital technology in the world, everybody was talking about when will India be ready for, or the Asian countries will be ready for house sourcing. As we know, the house sourcing is it is said that the previous century was, if we want if economic development has to happen, the previous century was about the cooperation between two countries, the cooperation between two governments, the cooperation between two multinational companies. The 21st century is about, with the help of digital technology, it's about the cooperation between two individuals. Can somebody in India co-create something with somebody who is in Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea, UK, US, etc.? The second thing was about particularly about the Asian countries and about the developing countries, where the two group of people, one is the women and girls and second is about the senior citizens, because of different socio-economic reasons, they are not able to commit themselves full time in a day for some particular work or an assignment. But with the concept of gig economy kicking in, where a person can voluntarily log in and can give some input, and then depending on the requirement, other requirements can also log out and keep contributing. Any economy, any developing economy can get a huge boost if through a gig economy methods, the output from the women and the girls and the senior citizens become the part of the economy. And today's program, which we are going to launch today, is going to write the history where after, if the successful completion of today's model, I'm sure that different state governments, different municipalities, local governments, and even the federal governments, not only in India but in Asia and even in other continent, also will follow this. I sincerely compliment Dr. Sadrich. Uh, it's not that I'm taking this opportunity to say uh, mm, uh, good things, but it's coming from my bottom of my heart that that's the way every non-profit, every bilateral, every multilateral working in any country should emulate. That we must create a models which in coming days the state governments and the central governments and the local governments should follow. I would like to also appeal to the mentors who have joined this today's meeting. Your role is very, very important. This is the model through which large lakhs and crores of women and girls who are in our country and in Asian countries will be able to find an opportunity to contribute to the economy, to be also financially self-reliant. As the way the course has been designed, for achieving any specific skills, one has to first master the basic skills. And as it was shown in the video, the basic skills which has been envisaged are: one is the communication skills, the second is communication skills means a comfort in communicating in English language, which is a global language. The critical thinking, which again has two parts. Uh, one is uh, one is the arithmetic, which is very critical, and second is logical reasoning. And the third part is all the social media tools. So my request to my appeal to all the mentors who are now connected with today's meeting is: it's not about these 1,000 learners whom you will be mentoring. It's about lakhs and crores of the women and girls of Asia who will be getting benefited if this pilot is successful. So I appeal to all of you, please give more than your 100% and see that this pilot really becomes a model which will be emulated in times to come. I thank the SEMCA, I thank BIG, and I thank the organizers for giving this opportunity to share my thoughts with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful introduction to SheLEADS. Your words have truly set the right tone for this important initiative. We'll now hear from our mentors, Dr. Sonam Bansal, Ms. Rashmi Mishra, and Dr. Noor Aisha, who will share their thoughts on SheLEADS. May I please begin with Dr. Sonam Bansal?
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am, you're perfectly audible.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Very good afternoon to one and all. So, first of all, I just wanted to say thanks that SheLEADS gave me this opportunity and to be a mentor. So, let me first give me my introduction. I'm Dr. Sonam Bansal, working as chairperson and associate professor at Department of Education, Gurugram University, Gurugram, as well as I am working with as a coordinator of India Knowledge System here. So my academic journey has been, shaped around innovative pedagogies, digital learning, and inclusive education. Because from the last so many years, I'm working with UNESCO, OE4BW for a better word, and we went to Slovenia also in 2022. And up to now, I have developed 5 or 6 more courses and guided, I think, more than 3,600 learners globally, right? And in that, what we did, like if I'm telling you one of my course that is AI and innovative pedagogical skills, and second is digitalization as innovative pedagogy based on cognitive protocols, and third is techno-pedagogical skills for sustainable development. In all these programs, what we did, we developed so many digital literacy, digitalized content means how you can create your content, how you can disseminate your content, how you can create your different kind of quizzes to give immediate feedback to the learners at the same time, to create the platforms that are collaborative platforms and that help the learners to create the self-paced learning. So my passion lies on guiding students to develop basically critical thinking and innovative thinking, as well as emotional competence that are essential in the today's world. See, from pedagogy to heutagogy, if we are going in this particular journey, pedagogy is to guide as a teacher, and in andragogy we can make learner towards self-directed learning. But if I'm talking about heutagogy, we are in the process of making the learner self-reliant, towards self creation of the things. So how we can take our learners from pedagogy to heutagogy, that is a big deal, you know and having, up to now conducted more than 100 plus training sessions on digital pedagogy and worked closely with learners from diverse backgrounds, I have seen how structured mentorship can bridge the gap between academic knowledge and employability. And SheLEADS provides this a unique structured platform to combine this mentorship with practical skill building that are perfectly aligning with, my commitment to empowering young minds with 21st century skills. If I'm talking about the professional growth, so obviously this mentoring, this program offers a good opportunity to develop my own pedagogical strategies and leadership skills, basically to engage different, diverse kind of learners and to meet up the challenges in real time, right? So for that, what we need to do, like what I will do, I'll foster basically a collaborative learning environment so as to keep on check 24 into 7 by creating a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group, and weekly check-in programs, and to get the feedback where they are getting, the troubleshoots and the challenges, so that every student feel connected and supported. And next, obviously, I'll track the progress systematically by monitoring their continuous participants, their way of asking the questions, their way of dealing with the assignments, and by developing different kind of rubrics so that they will came to know at what point they are lacking behind and how they have to consistent and overcome their challenge. And then through structured activities like ice breaking sessions, different kind of communication skills, different kind of evaluation programs that we will do with different kind of online this platforms, you can say that, like Kahoot, and there are so many other platforms where we can keep on checking their instant progress and to develop critical thinking assessment. So obviously I will guide the students using different rubrics and using different constructive qualitative feedback platforms. Finally, I will, emphasize the reflection and feedback loops that enabling the students not only to meet basically the course requirements, but to develop their self-confidence, self-awareness, and their long-term career readiness, basically, so that they will not think upon, like, if I have to say this, you have to develop this particular thing, you have to develop a particular lesson plan. So they don't need to think. They have the kind of the platforms, they keep on ready in their fingers. That will possible only when they will practice their own, right? So this through this mentorship, I aim to create a supportive environment so that It will help in the learners in development of problem solving, their critical exploration, and is supported by digital and AI tools. So I hope to help students that will help them in gaining confidence, develop leadership skills, and prepare themselves to meet their future ready academic and professional challenge. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bansal. May we please have Miss Mishra now, Miss Rashmi Mishra.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Thank you so much for selecting me as a mentor. And I would like to congratulate COL-CEMCA for this very unique project. Currently, I'm working as a senior research fellow with National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, that is NIPA. And I'm working in the area of science education and policy implementation in school level. First of all, my motivation to join this program as a mentor is because I'm a woman and my own journey has motivated me to contribute for the sustained growth and building a resilience among crores and lakhs of women in our country. And I think this program has a very diverse diverse area to bring the aspiration and the motivation of women to co-create a learning space where I'm also reciprocally I'm also going to learn a lot from all of them, looking at the diverse background and the context of those girls joining this program. And I would like to quote Praveen sir that we are going to, really develop the very basic skills, the problem solving skills, not only emphasizing upon what the plan has, but we are going beyond that to build this program in a very successful and sustainable manner. So thank you so much. And this is all from my side.
Thank you, Rashmi. And now may we please have Dr. Noor Aisha.
Thank you so much for inviting me. A very good afternoon to all of you. I'm really honored to be a part of SheLEADS Pathways to Employment by COL-CEMCA and BIG. So I express my sincere thanks to the authorities for considering my name. And I'm Dr. Noor Aisha, and I'm currently working as an assistant teacher in Basic Education Department, Government of Uttar Pradesh. And I have earned 10 years of teaching experience. Also, I'm volunteering as a mentor in the National Mission for Mentoring for School Teachers under NEP 2020, which is being conducted by National Council for Teacher Education. Also, as part of my research work, I'm serving as a collaborator in AIOU Hub at Oxford University, which is focusing on the integration of AI in education. So through this mentorship plan, I have observed that maybe the mentor is a single word, but it has numerous roles to play, which makes it an overall support system to carry out this robust training program. Therefore, I look forward to the crucial role in inculcating the 21st century skills among the learners, which comprises of the 4 C's: communication, critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration. As SheLEADS focuses on the youth from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities and bring about equality and inclusivity, so especially addressing to the participants, I would like to say that it does not matter where you are coming from. What really matters is how well you have learned, how well you have acquired the skills, how you are performing your tasks, and what are you giving back to the society. As SheLEADS thrives in this direction, I would try to put my best efforts to be consistent in mentorship that would transform these skills into the lifelong strengths among the youth. I must say that it would be a wonderful experience for me too, to help others while navigating their challenges, the participants, and reaching out to the goals by sharing my own practical insights and listening to the participants and make them feel supported and empowered. As I believe that there is no end for learning, so I see this mentorship as a chance to further enhance my leadership and interpersonal skills while giving back to the learning community. So I would like to wish COL-CEMCA all the success for this wonderful program And my best wishes to the participants for its successful completion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Aisha. And I also take this opportunity to thank all the 25 mentors who will be supporting us in SheLEADS. Particularly Dr. Sonam, Ms. Rashmi, and Dr. Noor for not only highlighting their motivation but also reflecting upon the possible pathways that they'll be taking in their mentorship. We now move to the special address on youth skills and the Commonwealth by Dr. Shadrach, Director of COL-CEMCA, New Delhi, India, whose leadership and vision underpin our continued commitment to inclusive and impactful learning opportunities for young and particularly the female students. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sharia. I'm delighted that today hundreds of young women have joined us to say, yes, I lead. This program, SheLEADS, is aimed at young women, and in particular in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities of India, as a pilot initiative in the largest nation of the Commonwealth. So the intention is to pilot this initiative among 1,000 women in India, in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, to see how they fare with the coaching that we provide and the job preparedness that we run along with them, and to see how best we can design the second phase of this program, but eventually the scale-up plan across the Commonwealth. Thank you, Shri Praveen Prakash, for the partnership that you have forged between the Commonwealth Educational Media Centre for Asia and Bharat Innovation Global, joint initiative of NSDC International and PhysicsWala. I'm pleased that this journey that began some 6 months ago has reached a level where we can initiate a big role in something really big, as big as the launch of SheLEADS. My hearty welcome to Shri Mrityunjay Behra, the Economic Advisor of the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India. Shri Behra has been our guide, a mentor, a constant source of encouragement, and the link between COL-CEMCA and the ministry. His presence here today and his words of wisdom that we would hear a bit later add to the strength of SheLEADS, offers more power to each and every young woman who has joined our efforts. As you know, SheLEADS is a program not just about skills. It's about empowerment, it's about opportunity, it's about building a more equitable future. As the Commonwealth of Learning, we recognize our greatest resource today is our youth. And across the Commonwealth, we are looking at a population of 1.4 billion people under the age of 30. And the demographic dividend can only be harnessed when we mitigate some of the challenges that they face. Now, the 2023 Global Youth Development Index report, which was commissioned by the Commonwealth Secretariat, very categorically says something very stunning. And this report actually assessed the youth well-being and empowerment across 183 countries, including all of the Commonwealth nations. And the findings go on to say that the overall progress of young people has been there, but there is a stagnation in employment. The employment opportunity has been less than desirable for young people. The report highlights that the levels of underemployment, the share of young people not in education, employment and training, which is popularly known as NEETs, have largely remained constant in the last several years. The report also says there is a gender gap between young women and young men. NEET rate for young women is higher than of young men, particularly in developing countries. So the importance of digital literacy and the skills required for the digital economy is underscored in this particular report. the report also highlights that interventions need to be focused on skills training and entrepreneurship, which would have a larger impact on youth labor market outcomes than the traditional employment services. So, in summary, we not only stare at the challenge of tackling unemployment and underemployment, we see this as an opportunity. We see this as an opportunity for the doubly disadvantaged groups, such as the women and physically challenged people. So we face this significant gender gap in employment, so that when we overcome this gap, we can see that the employment, the economy booms, and women are not just carrying the burden of unpaid care work, but they have unequal and they have a kind of equitable opportunity to contribute to the economy. So this is where we situate SheLEADS, where the initiative comes in. And we believe that investing in young women can create ripple effects, not only for themselves as individuals, as I mentioned, that would lead to empowerment, but it would also benefit families, communities, and the very many nations where these young women are a part of the economy. So the first step today we are undertaking is to equipping young women with skills and confidence that they need to just find opportunities. A lot many women in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities in India in particular do not know where to look for work, do not even know what skills are required to be in the marketplace. So this initiative is Skills for the Future, particularly for young women to succeed in the gig economy, where women need a blend of technical and soft skills. So SheLEADS will focus on a curated set of competencies through 150 hours of online learning over a period of 3 months, very intensive, and we have carefully selected the mentors who would support the 1,000 women. So you heard 3 of the 25 mentors today who would be hand-holding 1,000 young women in their journey in terms of taking that first step to develop the 3 competencies that Sri Prakash earlier mentioned, and the 4 C's that Ms. Noor Aisha also mentioned a bit earlier. So the progress for success is not a solitary effort, it's partnership, and I recognize the huge skill set that organizations like Bharat Innovation Global big possesses today. So COL-CEMCA, as an organization that believes in partnership, has joined hands with BIG to create this pilot, to curate content and make it available as a courseware for 1,000 women in this pilot initiative. And I believe that, as mentioned by Sri Prakash, we need to work with governments to, on one hand, create supportive policies, but also demonstrate certain doable propositions, such as this pilot, so that these unique models can be scaled up, not only in India, as mentioned by Sri Prakash, at the municipality or at the state government level or even at the federal level, but across the 58 Commonwealth countries. So to the young women joining us today, the 1,000 of you, this is your moment, your movement. You have the power to be the agents of change, not just for yourselves, but for the generation to come. The Commonwealth of Learning is committed to providing you with the tools, knowledge, skills, and all the support you need in order for you to unleash your own power. Thank you so much, and my special thanks to Sri Behra for joining us today to grace this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for very rightly highlighting the skills gap, problems of unemployment and underemployment, and placing the SheLEADS initiative in the broader landscape. Also, for highlighting that this initiative would not only benefit the thousands female students, but also broadly their families and communities and beyond that. We now invite our guest of honor, Sri Mrityunjay Behra, Economic Advisor to Ministry of Education, Government of India, to deliver his address. Sri Behra's extensive work spans critical areas including FDI in the education sector, public policy, social inclusion, and governance, bringing valuable insights to this occasion. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. So the current global labor force participation rate for women is just under 47%. For men, it is 72%. So that is a difference of 25 percentage points, with some regions facing a gap of more than 50 percentage points. And India, it is 51%. So that means only 19.2% women are there in the labor force, and male labor force is around 70%. So this makes me to congratulate Praveen sir and Dr. Sadrakji for taking a big initiative for making available job to these groups, which are in comparison to male counterpart, they are below 50%. As I told, they are at just 19% in India, whereas male counterpart, it is 50.9%, that is 51%. So the initiative probably will make a history if that becomes successful, and definitely my best wishes are with the program that it would become successful, because you have chosen 25 volunteers. What do you say, volunteers, or you say mentors? Yes, you say mentors. So these mentors will definitely work sincerely and with motivation and with dedication, and they would work from the core of their heart, not for something to take credit on their curriculum vitae. Rather, they would work really for the country that requires very much now. Still, in our country, women, not only in our country, there are countries, women still, they are preferred to by their male counterpart to stay at home and not to go for work. And even I have come across a case that even very senior officer in the government of India, but group A services people, or all India services officers also, they prefer sometimes that their wife not to work, rather stay inside the home and take care of the household chores. Anyway, so that is not my point of concern. Let us think positively. Our country is progressing, rather the world is progressing towards positive direction. When there was a time when women were not allowed to go to school and colleges, now we have gone far ahead of that. So this program will definitely make a huge impact in the Commonwealth countries, and particularly India, because India is a huge country with huge population and huge women population and huge women labor force. So in that case, if we make 1,000 in the first year with 25 mentors, next year this should be, with this we can make this 10 1,000 those who would be trained, they can become again they can pass on that training to other, say, thousands of each one. If they train, say, around 10, 25, so that would make multiple of that. So in that way, that would make a big difference, because the country needs that. There are people who are in need of job, they want to earn, despite that they do not have the opportunity. But since COL-CEMCA, in collaboration with the physics wala, they are extending this support, and this would help in huge way to achieve their dream. There are many women who want to do something, but they do not have the opportunity to do. So if they get this opportunity, that would be a big blessings for them. So I think I need not take much time of yours. Thank you and all the best wishes. Thank you, Praveen sir, and thank you, Sadrakji, and all the mentors and all the participants. I think they would the participants' role are they have to accept it wholeheartedly, and mentors they have to teach them sincerely with dedication and with love. So that would make the program successful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights and for gracing this occasion with your presence. May I now please invite Mr. Avnish for presenting the formal vote of thanks from Bharat Innovation Global.
Thank you, Shreya. Thank you for the introduction. So, on behalf of Commonwealth Education Media Centre for Asia and Bharat Innovation Global, which is a joint initiative between NSDC International and Physics Wala, so I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you for SheLEADS possible. To our instructors, your energy, motivation, and commitment to guide student truly shine through. We are grateful to have you as the pillars of this program. Special thanks to the 25 mentors who have generously, agreed to meet the students every week. The time and wisdom that you will share will leave a, long-lasting impact on these young women learners. To all the students who applied and are joining us live on YouTube, thanks to you as well for your enthusiasm and belief in SheLEADS. We'll also be announcing the shortlisted candidates very soon, and we can't wait to see your journeys unfold through this program. And our deepest gratitude to Shri Praveen Prakash sir, whose vision gave birth to this, SheLEADS program, and to Professor Shadrach for steering this initiative with his guidance and support. And none of this would have been possible without the incredible efforts of Team Big, Bharat Innovation Global. So thanks to Sandeep Meriala, Nidhi Pawar, and Kinjal Singh Gupta from Big Team, and from Team COL-CEMCA, Mr. Khalid, Aflaq, and Shreya. Your dedication behind the scenes have been, truly brought this program to life. And thank you once again for being part of this journey together. And together we will be creating pathways to employment and empowering young women, in India. So thanks to everyone. Thanks for joining in. Yeah.
So, thank you, Avnish. With that, we formally conclude today's inaugural session of SheLEADS Pathways to Employment. Thank you again to all our guests, mentors, students, and partners for joining us and making this launch truly special. We look forward to an exciting journey ahead. Thank you once again. We are signing out, and we'll stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.